Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am ready with yet another update. My name is Renu. All right, so I am going to discuss about few timelines under all the streams, whatever we have received under TR to PR pathway. But before that, they've been a frequent question, although I've explained it in my previous video also. You can go on Google and check for the local MP, but you still have a question now. In case if you have applied under TR to PR pathway, it's been more than a year, you haven't received any response from IRCC, you have contacted IRCC customer support, you've raised a couple of web forms and still there is no remedy about that. I would recommend to contact your local MP. So with that, you should be able to get the whereabouts of your file, what exactly is going on, if it's the background check is through or the criminality check is in process or security is passed or not. So way more questions to deal with. I would recommend to contact your local MP. This is based upon my subscribers where they have shared their timelines, they got the feedback, whatever is going on the under their file. Now, I have recommended to contact your IRCC customer support, which is like tedious job. Secondly, you can raise a web form. Again, you don't get a response from them. Thirdly, you can go for GCMS notes, but I'm going to share a few timelines out here today where they have requested for the GCMS notes with a fee of around $5 to $10, like in Canadian, and they still not get got any constructive feedback, and the response was also taking more than 3 months time period. So that is there. Now, if you contact your local MP, you can simply go on Google, like I did, Google it, local MP, and this is how I end up with. Michelle Rempel is one of the MP out here in of Calgary. So you can see that it's of my constituency. I'm in Northwest, of Calgary. So here is the email address like michelle.rempel at pal.gc.ca. So if I have questions regarding my file, I'll just make a like a draft an email, put it to her, like email it to her, or you can also send a letter to that. But email is always preferable. You should be able to get a response from them within a week time period. So you can always try doing that. I hope that makes sense. And in case if you have any question, you can always write back to me. I'll try to resolve as soon as possible. Okay, this is the first timeline out here from one of the subscriber. Now, in case if you would like to share your timeline, I would strongly recommend so that it could reach out to maximum candidates under TR to PR pathway. Let me remind you guys, the second TR to PR pathway is coming very soon in the month of September. I will be posting that video. I might get little late because I have some traveling plan to Mexico. So I'll post you all the information, whatever it is related to documents and everything. So you can subscribe, yeah, in case if you want to. Okay, here the submission is May 27, 2021. AOR was received in the month of April 2022. So almost a year later, he was able to link up the application also, and AOR was received. Again, he's contacted the local MP on June 27th, where he got to know that his file is in Whitehorse and criminal check is in progress, and the eligibility and security has not started yet. So this is a quick way to get hold of your information. And then in the month of July, he got ADR for T4 forms. Since he has applied under Stream B, so that was again, uh, that again indicates that you need to go for the uh, work related documents like the employment history and all. So visa officer has identified that uh, there were no 84 forms under his file, so the request was made. Same goes for your case. In case if any paucity of document is there, you don't need to worry about. Actually, they will ask you for that specific document with the duration, whatever the duration they are looking for say if they are asking for the pay slips, they will ask you for specific time period for 3 months time, 6 months time, or the duration from so and so to whatever the date would be. Then he got a couple of ghost updates, and then he called up IRCC and got hold of agent, which is a challenge. And he was informed that the assessments are all passed, and now his file is in the queue. So this is, let me remind you, it's on August 22nd. And 3 days later, he was able to get the PR confirmation portal email from Calgary office. So this is amazing. Okay, another timeline under IG stream is May 6th at 8:23 p.m. AOR was received on February 8th. Medical were passed and he got the PR approval. Stream B submission again, I don't have the specific date, but it was done in the month of June 2021. And year later, he was able to get the AOR. And there were a couple of ADRs for pay stubs and Schedule B in the month of June, and finally got the approval for PR. Now, in case if you haven't seen my previous video, I would recommend to go and check that out because IRCC has like immigration authorities has appointed 1,250 candidates, like more immigration officers, to process your application faster, and that will be done by the end of fall. So yeah, it is possible that now you will be able to get speedy responses from IRCC. So in order to expedite the processing of online applications, like ongoing application, they are hiring more staff members. So that is a very good news from the perspective of immigration. So yeah, just an update here. Uh, IG stream again, May 6th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. AOR was received in the month of May 5th, like May itself, again a year later exactly. And then he inquired from the local MP, and he got hold of information, uh, and finally got the PR approval on August 25th. Okay, stream. This is again IG stream with dependents. May 6 is a submission time period where application was linked and medicals were all passed. So that's the update he saw under his file in the month of April 2022. Again, almost a year later. And then AOR was received subsequently after that. And then there was an ADR for Schedule A, IMM 5669 form, and that's for principal applicant and spouse both, August 18th. And finally, he got the PR approval email from Calgary office. That's in August 20th. Yeah, that was on August 25th. Okay, Stream B submission May 6th at 3:15 p.m. Application was linked to GCK account that was on January 31st. And if you see here that he has requested for GCMS notes, that's in the month of May. So there was no response in June, July, and finally he got hold of information on August 3rd. So it almost took him 3 months to get hold of this information, like criminality is in progress. So I would recommend to contact your local MP if you are hyper or you're anxious in any ways. Otherwise, you can just simply wait for your response, like for the response from your visa officer. There was an ADR for Schedule A and dependents, and then finally got the CUPR yesterday. Moving on to another timeline, this is an interesting one, especially for those who are traveling outside of Canada. So this is an IG stream case, May 7th at 11:13 a.m. So if you see that application was through, got the AOR, ADR was there, and all of that documents is there. And then he got the PR approval email on August 23rd. Now, he is not physically present out here in Canada. He's traveling to India. So he mentioned that to him and like mentioned that to the visa officer via the link, the PR approval email. So now he was being told that he needs to update his information once he's back to Canada. So this is exactly the same case. If you're traveling, you're planning for any vacation, you can certainly do that. Don't need to worry about that. Just be prepared that at the time when you receive any email from IRCC, inform them that you are not physically present out here in Canada. Also, there are a lot of questions like, what if we have received the AOR? Do we need to inform IRCC about our itinerary and all? You don't need to. If you want to travel to US, India, or Australia or UK for any reason, you can certainly do that. But at the time when you receive the PR confirmation email, just make sure that you reply via email itself. There would be a link there too, that you are not physically present in Canada. And once you're back, you can certainly resume, and IRCC would issue the ECOPR. So is that simple as it is. Okay. Stream B submission again July 15th, and there was an ADR for IMM 0008 form. This is under Stream B. So July 16, 2022, exactly a month later, sorry, a year later, he was able to get the ADR, and finally he got the AOR today. So this was all for today. I hope this video has been little help to you, and in case if you have any question, you can always write back to me. And as I suggested that Please make sure that you have all the documents fulfilled, like you've already fulfill all the requirements. And in case if any pendency is there, you don't need to worry about that. There's been no rejection under this category. So yeah, just wait and keep an eye on your linked up account. And in case if you're not able to link up also, that's fine, just keep trying, because your application has to be loaded on the GCMS, like on the centralized system. So yeah, wait for your turn, and you should be through now. They have hired a lot of employees so most probably it would expedite the processing of TR to PR pathway along with federal skilled worker program and CEC and PNP. So yeah, this was all. And as and when I get hold of more information on new TR to PR pathway, I would be there to post it through my channel with full-fledged information. Till then, take care and stay safe and enjoy this beautiful summer. Bye.